idea behind the syllabus, go through that with you. So we're going to have here just a couple of things. Go over the research project. We're going to have the grading is going to be really just the 3 research reports. I'm going to go over one by one with them, and we're going to have these presented. Let me know if you don't have a team member yet, and I will match you up with someone so that you do have a teammate. In terms of schedule, we had, up until today, the introduction to Penman to read Chapter 1 and 2. This week, I'm going to focus on Chapter 3 and 4, and the purpose is to learn how to look at the financial statements and to really come up with a simple valuation model that we will apply to Canadian Pacific, which is our first research project. So this week I'd like you to start working on the research project as well as part of this situation. Now, what I wanted to do in terms of Canadian Pacific, I wanted to go over the aspect of this research here. So, for right now, this is going to be a video that you can watch here from Bill Ackman regarding how he talks about Canadian Pacific.
CEO is planning a railroad company. You don't want to board a railroad.
They took over the company a couple years back, a portion of it, and worked some stuff. This is Pershing Square. So in terms of, that's another piece that we want to weave into our research here in terms of Canadian Pacific. And speaking of Canadian Pacific, I also wanted to go over with you guys the files that I posted for that. Let's see if we have here. Don't really have the file here yet, but the file I wanted to go over is, it's right here on the research, and it's the Canadian Pacific research piece. So this is what I wanted to start with, is go through the report with you guys, and I want you first to read the report, and specifically this week to really focus on this part of the report where you have your estimates. So we want to begin looking at estimating the future cash flows of Canadian Pacific, and that information, using the examples in the Penman book, I want to flesh out the assumptions that we have here and apply them to Canadian Pacific. So I do want to get a DCF model, valuation model, simple one, going for Canadian Pacific, and have you include that as part of your presentation that you'll be doing to me and the class as well. So this week I just want you to focus, at least for now, on this specific piece of the model. It is also good just to read, when you have time, just to read through and also understand, what does this company do? They're shipping grain, they're shipping coal, they're shipping cars, they're shipping various sulfurs and fertilizers. You know, get an understanding that this company essentially depends on the growth of the overall U.S. and Canadian and world economies, right? And just start understanding sort of the basic case for investing in this company long term, which is really the idea that the economy will be growing, specifically the food and commodity sector will be growing, and this company is in a tremendous position to take advantage of the transportation of the commodities that will be needed for this growth. So that's a big part of fundamental analysis, is getting an understanding of the story, as we also getting an understanding of the financials. right? And next week I'm going to go over key indicators and competitive of the competitors and the multiples. It's something we'll get into next, but is also available in this report right here. In the meantime, let me know if you have any questions, any concerns. I'm here. I have office hours on Fridays, and this week continue to read the Penman book, to study the valuation examples there, and to begin building your model, building the Excel, working with your team member to start valuing Canadian Pacific so you can start going over this assignment.